Can't carry a tune, can't pluck a string. Straight up refuses to brew his own ale or beer. Ever since crusty old Orkbutt hauled over our prized tapestry. But my man Frank Songborn's got a great left hook and a cross that'll knock any guy's socks off. That's right. People come from all over the land just to get punched in the face by good old Frank. It's about his only marketable skill. Some thought they could beat him, sure, but seeing how it's still yet to be done, I say most people just come in to see how tough they are. Not sure. It's proven to be a decent business model, so far at least. I know some guys from Green Dagger Creek that opened up a dojo shortly after visiting Frank's Tavern. Considering how they can still walk, it at least proves they're tough. So they might have something to sell over there. I don't know. Maybe I'll check them out sometime. Anyways, here I am rambling again. I once saw the guy take on 30 of the Queen's Killer Knights in full armor and headgear. No weapons, sure, but my man here still clobbered them all. One punch each. The booze here is on the house. You pay coin to get punched by Frank. Me and Frank have been running this joint for over 10 years. Our shtick has been real successful, man. I mean, plenty of pubs and taverns got great music and drink. But how many of them have premium grade A pigskin? We got it here, and it's only 2 gold and 30 silver to get a left hook from Frank Songborn. 5 gold even for a picture. Thing is, people are starting to get on our backs for the way we run things. Folks are saying they've seen Frank drinking 20 pints and eating 10 pounds of mutton a night. Saying he's got a drinking problem, like something's wrong or whatnot. I mean, his neighbors say he's never at home. Some say he shacks up with whoever will let him, going from town to town, house to house. Has a rotation, they say. Is Frank okay? Well, that's none of your damn business, pal. I mean, you don't know him like I do. It's not my fault that you have to see a shrink twice a week and get prescribed these magic pills that make you hold on to, what's it called? Serotonin? Serotonin? I got it. Anyways, guys, Frank is fine. He's been staying at my place for your information, and his drinking and eating ain't out of hand in the slightest. Just because you get knocked out after 3 pints and your little tummy can only handle 6 ounces of mutton doesn't mean that someone else out there can't eat and drink like a real man. Yeah, me and Frank go way back. We're old war buddies. Never were into that whole magic thing. That stuff is for the birds. Takes a real man to draw a claymore from your back and take another guy on in battle. It doesn't take a whole lot to throw a fireball at someone. And that's what pisses me off. I mean, some people out here write reviews and leave them on the town hall board saying that Frank uses enchantment spells on his fists. Can you believe these freaks? I mean, we're all natural around here. No magic, no craft beer, no avocado or oregano seasoned meat. It's written on the freaking front door. I'm looking at one of those wizard types right now. I see him from behind the bar, sitting at a table all by himself. He just asked one of my employees if he got any of that clover tea in the back. I'm firing the guy if he entertains such a thought. I think I just heard him ask to speak with the owner. Guess I'll have to stop here, guys. Frank's busy right now. My story will have to wait.
This is an Arcane Facts. The original copy can be requested for a fee of 1 gold, 20 silver, paid to the Elven Health Inspection Corps, EHIC. Your food facility inspection report score is a 30 out of 100. Criteria scored. Number 1, butchered meat stored in air-sealed jars, 0 out of 10 points. Number 2, wet used towels put up when not in use, 0 out of 10 points. Number 3, beverages, alcoholic or otherwise, sealed with proper lids, 10 out of 10 points. Number 4, proper use of urine and lye for sanitation of dishes, tables, and silverware, 20 out of 20 points. Number 5, bodily fluids free from surfaces, including but not limited to blood, spit, and spinal fluid, 0 out of 50 points. A fine will be charged to your account within 1 to 3 business days due to failing this inspection. As a tax-paying citizen, you have the right to choose whether or not you have an arcane withdrawal of 50 gold pieces from your vault. or if you wish to deliver it by hand to your local collection office. A scheduled inspection will occur in the next 7 to 14 business days. Upon failure of this inspection, your place of business will be shut down immediately. Thank you for your cooperation. Morgana Sternson, Elven Health Inspection Corps.
Looks like they're gone now. Those assholes really grind my gears, I tell you. Brawling is how I make a living around here, but they want to go and pretend like I'm an outlaw for giving people what they pay for. I mean, I swear, the nanny state ain't no myth. Anyways, I was telling a story, wasn't I? More like writing one. This ain't live, but I digress. Like I said, me and Frank go way back. We both joined the service at 18, the Iron Nice branch at that. In the schoolhouse, it was always the real skinny guys who read the tomes that never fancied the fine lasses who always ended up joining the magician's branch of service. I hear nowadays they get grilled steak and baked potatoes served by the personal chefs every night while we're there at the academy. Guys like us, we never had those issues. We were real men with hair on our chest. Both joined the Iron Knights infantry and never looked back. Me and Frank were both in the 2nd Regiment, 3rd Battalion Claymore Company, also known as the King's very own. Can you believe it? We were going places, I tell you. All our training, all our hopes and dreams were tested at the Battle of Teabag Gulch. Claymore Company had closed in with the High Elf clan. They tasted our steel that day. Exhausted their arrow arsenal. After that, it was easy money. All we had to do was rush in and bust skulls. Best day of my life. Frank won a golden rosary that day for glory and honor in combat. He killed 300 elves with his rusty broadsword. I don't remember much because I was too busy decapitating elves that day. Living my best life, as the kids say nowadays. Anyway, some say that Frank was seen eating the High Elf General alive. Knowing him, it served his appetite all right. Looks like I'm experiencing another interruption. Story's pretty much told, though.
This be paper? This Frank. Frank need beer and meat.
Not again. Frank's a great guy and all. More like a brother to me than anything. But he's not that articulate, I guess you could say. And he writes in my journal sometimes. People ask me all the time why he doesn't say much. They want to meet and have a beer with the one and only Frank Songbird. But when it happens, he usually just keeps to himself. I mean, he keeps the drinks coming. Mostly just asks for another pint. If it's a lady, he'll stick to a two-word comment on her appearance if she's good looking. If a fella took a punch, well, he'll make a short remark on that. It's none of anyone else's concern as to why Frank is the way he is. I mean, he makes more money than you do, for king's sake. Besides, haven't you heard of the Stoic philosophy? I mean, read up, pal. Anyways, I gotta go. We got a 20 top walking right in. 17 brawlers, 2 mages, and 1 rogue. I'll definitely have to make sure the bus boys had their mops and dustpans at the ready. Oh boy. Those guys were a real hoot. The brawlers and rogues went down without a fight. The 2 mages tried to gang up on Frank, but he took the little sticks and broke them in half with his fingers. They're not so tough without the spells and incantations. He backhanded them in one fell swoop and took them out. Hold up. There's these strange guys coming in. They're heading towards my table. Sheesh.
Johnny Kiersgaard, age 37, owner of Fat Belly Franks, a veteran of the Weird Wiener and Pummelberry Wars, in the 12th year of the reign of His Majesty King Duncup. You are hereby charged with dealing in the dark arts, using such against an unknowing and unwilling victim, and for endangering thousands of patrons by putting them in the harm's way of an ogre. Mr. Kiersgaard, what do you have to say for yourself?
It made me a lot of money.
Guilty.
Guilty?
Correct. You will spend 5 months in the Dunghole Dungeon, 2 days in the Culinary Castle, followed by 3 mornings at Alistar's Arcade, alongside 3 nights at Bolson's Brothel, as a reward for completing your sentence. Have fun, Mr. Kiersgaard.
Well, shit. They found me out. Took my tavern, my ogre, my dream. No more money. I guess it's good they didn't kill me or anything. Put the transcript of my court sentence in my journal here for me to read over and over. Well, I guess you're wondering, was it all fake? Frank wasn't a human? Frank wasn't Frank? I've been in this dungeon for a few months now, and I've had some time to think. I want to come clean. I knew Frank not once, but twice. The man and the ogre. As they say, all stories are true and all stories are false. At this point, and maybe it's the dark magic or something, but I don't really remember what happened to the guy. Whether I turned the man into the ogre or the ogre into the man. But I guess that says more about me than it does about Frank. But I sure do miss him, though.